What's up, guys? How you doing? It's Cowboy Crunk coming to you as quick as I can. I got some news. I know I told you guys Ezekiel Elliott will probably not show up today, but there are some things that are working with that. The thing is, if Ezekiel Elliott doesn't show up today, let me turn this volume down on the TV. I was not ready. I was not prepared to do this. It's kind of a surprise. It looks like the Cowboys have made an offer to all three of the top three offensive players on our team at the same time. The reason you would do that is, like I said, you try to play. Jerry Jones is a smart businessman. If there's one thing I know business. I know business better than football. If you have three competitors going for something at the same time, and that's what they are, they're competing for money against each other. They've got to get under the salary cap. The Cowboys have got to keep them under the salary cap. So for them to make an offer for all three players at the same time and say, this is the max we can do. We're maxing you out. We're maxing you out. We're maxing you out. Cooper, we're maxing you out. Dak, we're maxing you out. Ezekiel Elliott, we're maxing you out. This is what we can do, and we're done. We won't be able to sign anybody else. We won't be able to do free agency. We won't be able to do anything after this. This is like 11 minutes ago from Mike Fisher, and it really makes sense. It kind of corresponds with everything I've been saying. I apologize I don't have the background going. I have a, my gray and blue hat on, but that's all I got. Right now, this is the only way Ezekiel Elliott gets signed before today. Now, I really wasn't thinking today was important, but the only thing that makes today important is the August 6th deadline, adding a year. You guys know like I've said, the penalties, the $40,000 a day penalties that Ezekiel Elliott is accruing, the Dallas Cowboys can delete those. That's up to them. If they implement that, they implement it. They can completely sign him today, next week, tomorrow, whatever, and they can, just like they did with Earl Thomas, the Seattle Seahawks. Remember, he was sitting out because he wanted to come to Dallas. He was wanting a contract. They removed all those penalties that Earl Thomas had. He didn't pay any penalties. So we can do the same thing for the Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, if he signs anytime. We could remove that. But if he doesn't sign and he sits out the year, he does lose his salary. The Cowboys can't do anything about that. There's nothing they can do, and they wouldn't do anything. Of course, if he sits out the year, they wouldn't pay his salary. But right now, from what I'm hearing, it looks like, I believe the Cowboys, this is as per Mike Fisher, I believe the Cowboys have made a top 5 position. All three of these players have been offered a top 5 position, and I'm sure Ezekiel Elliott is more close to the top of that. For Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, and Zeke, they've offered them all top 5 numbers, and we're waiting to hear the results. So this could get things rolling, and it does benefit Ezekiel Elliott a little bit. Like I said, the only reason he needs to show up today is not to get that year, but that is only important if two things. If the Cowboys make him follow his contract that he has, which they won't, they're not going to make him follow that. So August 6th deadline really doesn't matter on that situation. And the other situation is if they don't sign him today, if they don't do anything, if they want to trade him, when they trade him, those preliminary those situations still apply to his trade. So the only reason that the August 6th deadline matters is if he stays on the current contract he's on. Ezekiel Elliott is not going to stay on that. The Cowboys won't make him. If they extend him out, if they look at the contract next year, they're going to give him a new deal, so they'll tear up that year. This August 6th deadline, adding the year doesn't matter because the old contract will be deleted. So that's the only reason for Ezekiel Elliott to be nervous about this, is if he thinks the Cowboys are going to hold him to his current contract. They're going to add a year and then put the 2-year franchise tag on him, which will not happen. So the August 6th deadline is not important, but it looks like the Cowboys have made a move. It looks like they're trying to do something with this before August 6th to help Ezekiel Elliott, which is a good deal. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they've been really friendly with him on this situation. They're trying to understand that he doesn't want to play for $3.8 million this year. They understand that. He does get his signing bonus, so that's all in there. I want to end this video and get it out really quick, but it looks like something could happen within the next couple days. If Dak signs or Cooper signs, that does open the window for all three of them. What this opens the window actually for is all three of them talking together and saying, hey, let's do this. Jerry Jones is putting all three of them on the line at the same time. What he's saying is, Dak, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, this is what I'm offering you. This is the deal. You guys talk to each other and you guys work it out. If you don't agree to this, work it out amongst yourself. This is what we have. Cowboy Crunk, I'm out from Kabul, Afghanistan. Things are changing. August 6th deadline did matter. I was a little wrong on that, but they're putting the heat now on Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper to put a little pressure on helping those guys, helping Ezekiel Elliott out, which completely makes sense.